Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Can. I will be your guide today. And now we're in the historical center of Istanbul. And right next to me, there is Hagia Sophia and Blue Mosque. We're gonna walk around today. Let's go. Istanbul is unique and special because it has two lands and two continents, Europe and Asia. That's why throughout the history, many different cultures and many different empires use this place to go in between, and that's why our culture is rich. When it comes to history, it's not all about monuments, it's also about the traditions and the lifestyles. And for example, on the Asian side, the life is more quiet and calm, but on the European side, the life is more rushed. And when it comes to basketball, for example, probably if you're from Asian side, you're the fan of Fenerbahce. When you're from the European side, you're a fan of Efes. Despite the differences, this is still Istanbul. Both sides have different traditions and customs, but still Istanbul is all one. And this amazing place in front of us is 400 years old Blue Mosque. It was commissioned by Sultan Ahmet, and it is special and unique because of the wonderful blue tiles inside. But let's forget about the mosque for a second, because this is Rivalries, Istanbul.
Merhaba, ben Kerem Sedef. Profesyonel davulcu, prodüktör ve DJ'yim. İstanbul'da yaşıyorum ve büyük bir Efes fanıyım. Çocukluğumdan beri Efes'i takip ediyorum. Ve şimdi Fenerbahçe-Efes maçı var. Heyecanla akşamı bekliyoruz.
İstanbul gerçekten bir basketbol şehri. Her yakasında, hem Anadolu'da hem Avrupa yakasında sokakta basketbol kortlarını görebilirsiniz ve sürekli doludur ve sürekli oynanır. Ve gerçekten İstanbul bütün kültürlerin karmaşası olan, bütün kültürlerin iç içe girdiği ve buradan inanılmaz güzel bir mozaik oluşturduğu.
Ben Hilal, profesyonel basketbol oynuyorum. Aynı zamanda 2 sene önce spor yönetimi mezunuyum. Bu şekilde hayatımı basketboldan geçindirmeye çalışıyorum. Bu işin içinde de kaldığım süre boyunca ne kadar sevdiğimi, ne kadar keyif aldığımı fark ettiğim için basketbol. Bu yüzden basketbolu seviyorum.
Onu oynayarak, izleyerek büyüdüm. Yani belirli bir sebebi yok aslında. Basketbolu sadece seviyorum ve yani bir tutku haline döndü benim için. Hala da devam ediyorum oynamaya.
I'm a basketball player and I'm also a dunker in Turkey. I can't describe you like the exact feeling, but it's like birds are flying in your stomach. You know, you go up there and you forget everything.
Aynı zamanda oynarken oradaki hırs, adrenalin çok hoşuma gidiyor. Oradaki rekabet duygusu çok hoşuma gidiyor. Kazanmayı çok seviyorum. Bana bunu hissettirdiği için de basketbolu çok seviyorum.
Hello, welcome to Turkey. My name is Doğukan Zararsız. My best move is first was like that and turn back and go right. I'm coming from East. I am fan of Fenerbahçe.
Efes?
Yeah.
Fener?
Can we make a game represent Fenerbahçe and Efes?
Yeah, sure. 1-on-1?
Yes, 1-on-1.
All right, shoot for the ball.
Shoot for a goal.
Yani aslında Ergin Ataman döneminde üst üste 2 tane EuroLeague şampiyonluğuyla beraber Efes orayı birazcık son yıllarda kendine çekti diyebilirim. Ama onun öncesinde de Obradoviç varken Fenerbahçe'nin işte üst üste hem Final Four'ları hem de şampiyonlukları Fenerbahçe'yi bir tık daha üstte tutuyordu. Şu anda biraz ortada gibi görüyorum. Çünkü iki takım da aslında orta sıralarda. Yani biraz daha Fenerbahçe'yi daha üstte görüyorum ama şu anda bu sene için.
Greetings from the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Championship game. The most competitive season in European basketball history comes down to this single game of destiny. Sinan Erdem is literally jumping.
The weekend of 2017 Final Four was one of the best weekends of my life. That was definitely the best team I played probably in my career. Since 2016, since we built the team, even 2015 we started, but 2016 we had the core of the guys. I don't know, we just, everything was clicking.
The tip-off is won by Fenerbahce. The lob inside for the reverse to Young Vesely. How do you start a game like that?
Jan was fighting for the ball, and Bobby was supposed to set a screen, and he threw it to Ep, and Ep threw alley-oop, Ekpeyudo, and that's how we started.
I'll never forget that. Coach drew it up. It's a play that we ran a few times that season. I don't know what type of pass I threw, but Jan came through and he delivered, and that really set the tempo for the game for us.
That team was very loved because we played with passion, we played with pride, and we won a lot. To win a trophy in Istanbul for a team that I felt like my team, for teammates that I loved, it was special. When you live memories like that and you feel loved and you feel that you left something as great memories, as great moments together, you feel really happy, humbled, grateful, and I feel lucky that I had the opportunity to leave that club, that city, that country, to represent them and to have success together. That we left an incredible mark on the club and on the fans is something really special. And it was one of the best nights of my life, for sure.
Hello and a very warm welcome to Cologne in Western Germany, where you join us at the Lanxess Arena. The two teams left standing in pursuit of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague title. Anadolu Efes Istanbul and FC Barcelona.
Wearing number 1, Rodrigue Beaubois. At guard, number 4, Dush Balbay.
I've been a captain of Anadolu Efes for almost 9 years and won 2 EuroLeague titles with them.
Short on this, though, it was written. Shane Larkin makes it back-to-back three-pointers from the field.
I would say the recipe to winning that first title was just how together we were as a unit, as a group. And it was, extremely important because, you could look to the left of you in that locker room, you could look to the right of you, and you trusted that guy. You knew what his strengths were, you knew what his weaknesses were, you knew, almost every single thing you could know about that person on and off the court. And I think that level of focus, togetherness, experience, knowing how to win, all played a role into how we were able to, overcome all the obstacles of the prior 2 years and go out there and get that first championship.
We got the first championship, and then we thought we could repeat it, and we were lucky enough to keep the same core of the team. And we did back-to-back. As a captain, I got the trophy, and I was one of those guys to raise it, so it was a great experience for my career.
And Dosh Balbay handing over the responsibility to Bryant Dunstan. For the second year in succession, Anadolu Efes Istanbul are the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague champions.
It was an amazing feeling. One of the few teams that have been able to do that with that same group that we started with pretty much in 2018. Those are some very, very special years, and I think everybody is just appreciative of that. And the feeling I think we will all have for the rest of our lives about that group would be definitely something extremely special.
Now we're in Arasta Bazaar, and usually these kind of bazaars, when they were built right next to the mosques, they were actually for the purpose of subsidizing these places. We have around 50 shops in here, and the most popular things that you can find in here is the Turkish delight, the baklavas, the tiles and ceramics and jewelry. but especially Turkish delight is the baklava is the most popular thing that you can find in the city. There are some herbal teas that you can try. Definitely the apple tea and the pomegranate tea is the best thing that you can try, of course.
Burada olmak, burada yaşamak tabii ki çok güzel. Özellikle yabancı ülkelerden gelip burada oynayan arkadaşlarımızdan tabii daha iyi İstanbul'un ne kadar güzel bir şehir olduğunu, 24 saat canlı bir şehir olduğunu onlardan duymak bizim için tabii ki çok önemli.
Istanbul is for sure one of my favorite cities. Food is great, people are great. The most that I miss is Turkish Iskender, Iskender and doner.
Oh, I love the food in Istanbul, the fresh seafood, the Turkish tea. Yeah, I'm a big tea drinker. As you see here, read more, talk less. I usually like to sip tea with my books, and I really enjoy my time there.
To me, it's literally one of the best cities in the world. I mean, just the beauty between the European and Asian side, you know, obviously having a Bosphorus, be able to walk by the sea.
It has everything. It has restaurants, it has nightlife, it has culture, it has history. I think it's, you know, one of the best cities in the world.
My name is Deniz Aksoy. I'm a Turkish EuroLeague journalist, a EuroLeague reporter, and I am living in Istanbul. I used to see so many scenes of basketball in my childhood because my father used to be the doctor with the former name Efes Pilsen, so I grew up in that environment with the love of the game. There are so many rivalries in this city, in Istanbul, because there are so many clubs, basketball clubs, which are huge here. Galatasaray, Beşiktaş, Darüşşafaka, Anadolu Efes, Fenerbahçe. But right now we are focusing on Anadolu Efes and Fenerbahçe Beko because they have so many achievements in basketball in EuroLeague.
Hello and a very warm welcome to the bustling Turkish metropolis of Istanbul, where you join us on the European side of the Bosphorus Strait.
Fenerbahçe derbisi tabii ki de çok önemli bir derbi. Çünkü hem Türkiye Ligi'nde karşılaştığımız bir takım hem de Avrupa'da karşılaştığımız bir takım. Stada gelirken tabii ki de bir gerginlikle geliyoruz. Çünkü iki Türk takımı karşılaşıyor. İkisinin de kazanmasını istiyoruz aslında ama tabii ki de Efes'in her zaman galip gelmesini istiyoruz. Onun için her zaman çok önemli bir derbidir Fenerbahçe derbisi.
You know, playing in derby games is always very special. You know, obviously there's a lot of energy in the building. You walk out to, you know, loud boos. And it's always just a very intense game.
When you're able to play at home in front of sold-out crowds, home court advantage is a real thing. Well, obviously, they're going to get on the refs. They're going to get on the other team. They're going to cheer for you. It makes a big difference, and it's awesome.
So all of the players in the respective starting fives pumped up and ready to go.
Bir müzisyen olarak tabii ki de en önemli şeylerden bir tanesi seyirciyle bir araya gelmek. Aynı şey statta taraftar için de geçerli. Maçın o heyecanıyla ayağa kalkmak, işte bir anda kaçan bir baskete üzülmek ve galibiyete sevinmek. Onun için sporla müzik bu konuda çok el ele yürüyor diye düşünüyorum.
As Larkin looking for his second steal of the night, getting down and dirty with Jan Madar. It's going to be a jump ball. He's ripped it away.
It was a very difficult game for us. I thought at the beginning of the game, for some reason, we started very sluggish, and I thought the Efes had more energy. Also, we were changing, I remember, the defenses 2 or 3 times in order to try to make them a little bit uncomfortable.
And kissed it off the glass with the jump hook. Jean-Pierre off the back iron. Terrific offensive rebound and stick back.
In the second half, it was basically only Larkin.
Shane Larkin moves to 10 points in the game.
Playing when, you know, the fans are into it, you know, over here singing songs, you know, everybody's in unison. It really feels like there's an energy wave that's in the building, especially when you start getting momentum.
as Shane Larkin hits the long two-pointer from just inside three-point territory.
And it's almost like you can't even get tired out there on the floor because their energy that the fans are giving you kind of just ignites something within you that doesn't allow you to think about how tired you are. It just gives you that extra boost of energy to continue to go. Then you hit a three, then it gets louder. And I think those are the best moments. It literally feels like you're just being injected with energy. When you're not tired anymore, everything just kind of like, you're in this space, in this zone. It's an unbelievable feeling when everything's going right and your fans are with you, you know, giving you that push.
Derby is a derby because every team you have to play for, and when it's a derby, you have to win.
Back out to the perimeter, deep three. Oh, big bucket from Nick Calathes.
Especially, let's say, my last one, it was a great feeling because it was, let's say, it was a crunch time for us. So really important basket, but everybody, Nick made a great basket, Nigel, Marco.
Papagiannis with the tough finish on the inside.
We moved the ball really well that possession, and Nick was pretty open and hit a couple shots.
Not taking the three was Papagiannis. Calathes lets it fly and lands it from long range. Nick Calathes, 3 out of 5 from three-point territory.
I think it's extremely nice moment considering there's two teams with a huge fan bases, and it's very nice to win, and for 48 hours you feel really good, and then you just have to go on to the next one, basically.
The hammams have been an integral part of Turkish culture for almost 500 years. Next to the Hagia Sophia, you will find one of the most famous hammams in Istanbul, the Hürrem Sultan Hammam. It was built by Mimar Sinan in 1556 for Hürrem Sultan. In the hammams, you can relax and cleanse the body, making them a perfect spot for athletes to take care of their physical and mental health.
Ben Begüm Baltacıoğlu. Hayatım boyunca İstanbul'da yaşamış bir insanım, doğup büyümüş. Basketbol kültürü oldukça yüksek Türkiye'de insanlar arasında. Özellikle bir Fenerbahçeli olarak. Bunu Fenerbahçe'nin her spor dalında görebiliyorsunuz. İsterseniz futbol, basketbol, voleybol veya herhangi bir şey fark etmiyor. Bir Fenerli olarak da aslında biraz bu durumdan gurur duyuyorum. Çünkü nerede olursak olalım her zaman takımımızı her dalda destekliyoruz. Bugün Anadolu Efes ve Fenerbahçe'nin derbisine gideceğiz. Bu derbi bir tık önemli Türkiye için, özellikle EuroLeague için. Çünkü hem yılların verdiği bir derbi, hem dostluk ama aynı zamanda bir rekabet var. Bizim için önemli. Evet, playoff'ları garantilemiş olabiliriz. Fakat pozisyon olarak önemli bir maç.
Last week, something big, huge in EuroLeague happened. Nigel Hayes-Davis broke the record, 50 points in one game.
13,000 on their feet. Hayes-Davis, the skip and the score, and a performance for the ages. Nigel Hayes-Davis, history maker, the first ever 50-point game in the EuroLeague.
My most favorite thing is that everyone just calls me 50 now. Teammates I walked in, coaching staff, the interviews I've done, everyone started the interview with, well, we're here with Mr. 50. So it's a pretty cool nickname.
So he has scored the most points in one EuroLeague game, but before that, on 2019, Shane Larkin did the same thing with the 49 points, so he had the record.
13 out of 27 as Larkin. Oh, this is absolutely extraordinary from Shane Larkin. 49 points Efes in the night.
You know, at the end of the day, both clubs are very highly respected. And, you know, the last few years, you know, Efes has had more success than Finner. So I guess when you get into these moments, it always makes the game that more intense because they want to kind of take over what we've been having the last, you know, 5-6 years, and we want to continue to be on top. I think that's what creates the animosity. That's what creates the intensity for the fans, for the city.
Fenerbahce has a very spectacular fan base. You know, their fans come out and show really great support for the team. You know, they made the game even more exciting, you know, just with their presence and how they are trying to be distractions for the opposing team. But, you know, they have a great group of fans, and it's definitely a pleasure being able to play in front of people like this.
Clyburn hits a 2 for Efes. They lead by 3.
The fans make it exciting. The fans give it that energy, that fire that you look for in derbies. Fans kind of real MVPs of those derbies.
Fenerbahce ahead, and Papagiannis has the steal as well. Larkin losing his head and losing the ball, and Hayes Davis digging the dagger in. Larkin to the trailer, and Clyburn puts it in, surfing some skin. Back to Oturu, looking to barge Calates down.
You know, I was just trying to bring energy for my team. You know, the game was close, and I knew that I needed to come in, and I couldn't lose a step with how well we were playing defensively. So just trying to keep the same level of energy when I first subbed in.
Slapping it against the glass, not budging an inch. Back-to-back blocks.
I received the ball from a pass from Shane. I felt like I was open, so I'm trying to not think too much when it's those situations. If I feel like I'm open and then a good shot opportunity, I'll take. Great ambience in those kind of games. Like, they're very behind their team, so yeah, every time you can find a way to make them a little bit more quiet, it's always a good feeling, but it's never easy for sure.
Guduric over the top of Larkin for a 3 that they need, and Marko Guduric steps up in their time of need.
They had been really taking me out of my ball screen offense all night, being really aggressive on the ball, and you know, I had the ball in a tough situation, a critical situation for my team. I knew I wanted to shoot it with at least amount of time on the shot clock as possible, so I kind of just did some dribble moves, then got to what I wanted to get to. I wanted to, you know, get into the paint and see if I had a pass or a shot.
A conversion for Efes would just about win it. Shane Larkin versus Calates.
And kind of got by my guy. Nobody stepped up, had the floater, made it, and we ended up winning the game. So it was a good shot, and we can do something special.
And Anadolu Efes, by the skin of their teeth, become just the second visiting team to win at Fenerbahce all season.
From the bottom of all of our hearts, sincere thank you, congratulations. We have now further steps to make that we want to make. We'll send you a program for the following days, and enjoy this one. Enjoy this one. Thank you. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed learning about the historical rivalry between these two teams. Next time you're back in the city, don't forget to give me a call, because there's so much more that Istanbul has to offer you.
In the heart of the Mediterranean lies Italy, a country steeped in the history of ancient civilization. From the Etruscans, Samnites and the Roman Empire, Italy has always showcased a rich cultural scene, breathtaking scenery and delicious food and wine. In the world of sport, Italy hosts an electric basketball scene with leading European teams including Virtus Segafredo Bologna and EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. Both teams are full of seasoned veterans and regular winners of trophies.
I am Luca Chiabotti, and as a journalist for La Gazzetta dello Sport, I have witnessed some of the most crucial games this class has faced. I have been there throughout the highs, the lows, and ultimately I have experienced the rivalry evolve into what is today.
Well, the rivalry between Virtus and Olimpia started long before me. I would say 1946. In the first 4 years of that period, from 46 through 1949, Virtus Bologna won the national championship. And then for 5 years, Olimpia won the championship. The rivalry was already there. At the end of May in 1973, Virtus was desperate to find an American coach, so they flew me over and they offered me a huge contract, you know. So I said, okay, I'm going to coach Virtus. So Bologna was already a basketball city. The credit for that must go to a lawyer, Gianluigi Porelli, and he said, we're going to sell season tickets. He created the fan base. The arena was sold out in season tickets, 7,000 people every game. I never saw an empty seat.
After winning 5 EuroLeague titles with Varese, Dino Meneghin, the best Italian player to ever compete in the sport, joined Olimpia Milano to push the club to the elite in Europe.
Dagli anni 70 che abbiamo vissuto tutti in Italia, dagli attentati terroristici fascisti e comunisti, e quindi aveva creato un periodo molto cupo. Finito questo periodo di terrorismo, l'Italia ha scoperto ancora di più e finalmente un nuovo modo di vivere in pace, tranquillamente. Non sempre tutto il giorno, ma la sera la gente piaceva vivere bene. E quindi la famiglia Gabetti, che era proprietaria e grande appassionata, c'era un general manager come Tony Cappellari, bravissimo, e poi il coach Dan Peterson.
I came to practice, my assistant coach, I said, Franco, watch them play, watch them work, watch them practice and see what they do, you know. Guys like Bob McAdoo, Dino Meneghin, Mike D'Antoni, Roberto Premier, they're the whole team, you know. To watch them practice was the greatest satisfaction for any coach.
Stavamo così bene insieme che era un piacere allenarsi e poi giocare. Niente invidie, niente gelosie, niente problemi di spogliatoio. E questo clima favorevole ha fatto sì che potessimo riportare a Milano lo scudetto dopo tantissimi anni.
Today, the rivalry between these two teams is stronger than ever, thanks to Virtus' return to the top European competition after winning the Euro Cup in 2022. Now we can experience the historic Italian derby not just in the domestic league, but also in the fiercely competitive and passionate Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. When Olimpia and Virtus face off, the city comes alive with excitement of fans.
Benvenuto a Villa Orfanati.
Sono un milanese in italiano che crede che cultura e sport possono e debbono stare insieme. Se il basket fosse scienza sarebbe fisica, se il basket fosse matematica sarebbe statistica, se il basket fosse musica sarebbe jazz, se il basket fosse danza sarebbe appunto danza contemporanea. Ma se il basket fosse cinema cosa sarebbe? Thriller. Sono sempre stato convinto che il basket è arte. Qui a Villarconati vediamo anche luoghi dove ha camminato il mio maestro, Leonardo da Vinci, il maestro, il primo eco-designer della storia, colui che era davvero l'inventore e l'interprete della natura degli uomini. Ecco, io credo che a Leonardo da Vinci il basket sarebbe molto piaciuto, perché Leonardo da Vinci di schemi se ne intendeva. Stare in campo, stare in prima fila, per me è essere parte del campo, essere una riga, essere quel pallone che rimbalza e soprattutto faccio sentire loro il nostro calore.
Jordi!
Sono un tifoso caldo, quindi vivo la partita molto tempo prima e quando arrivo mi sento parte dei giocatori, anzi sappiamo che il tifo, noi tifosi, siamo il sesto giocatore.
As Massimiliano suggests, I often immerse myself in the game well before it begins, but I remain impartial in this case.
Buonasera e benvenuto in Italia. And tonight, EA7 Olympia Milano hosts Virtus Bologna.
There's a lot of expectation from both sides. Also, you can feel, the importance of the game by the media, by the fans, like everybody stands.
Every time when you approach a derby is amazing, especially at home. Today was sold out, was full. The arena was amazing.
C'è uno storytelling importante dietro, è facile da creare, come dire, tutta l'atmosfera.
Well, the referee steps into the center circle. It's a matter of Forza Italia tonight. O'Malley, that's his spot. Put some tape on the floor for Nicolo O'Malley. Put the number 9 on it. Bangs down the 3. There's Mirotic. He's made one from there already. That one too. Finally, he emotes, reaches to the heavens.
Personally, I felt good today physically, and there is always room to improve. But the most important, it's a win.
Delicioso. Turnover. The 10th. Ahead. Napier calls his own number. I tell you what, the little red shoes of Milan are running Bologna out of the building. Good gentlemen, good sportsmen. So finally, Milan get a victory over Bologna.
Ok.
Grazie.
Bene.
Anche pepperoni? I mean, this is what I enjoy the most. The small shops, the small stores, get a chance to walk and really feel like you're a part of, authentic Italian culture. Having this opportunity to really get a chance to really experience Italian culture that way. Going to the pasta or bakery places, going to the fruit stands, having this ability to go there and kind of walk there.
the rhythm of our life in Italy and in Spain and in Europe, generally speaking, is different. We take time to eat together with people. We never take a cup of coffee at the bar, standing. We usually sit and have a cup of coffee. This is completely different from the habits in other countries like the United States. So I think the rhythm of the life is different, and we try to take a little bit more time to enjoy that, besides business, sports, work and whatever.
Ma io penso che il cibo sia in generale parte della nostra vita quotidiana di italiani. Abbiamo una sensibilità e una dedizione assoluta, forse unica, verso il cibo. C'è cultura nelle famiglie, quindi prima ancora che la cultura nel pasto al ristorante, c'è la cultura nel pasto di famiglia, dove i nuclei familiari amano sedersi al tavolo e condividere momenti che fanno parte e scolpiscono il carattere, l'educazione di ognuno di noi.
Sono Aldo Martini, proprietario di Peperoni. Sono un grande amico di Marco Bellinelli. Mio padre ha giocato nella Virtus per 10 anni, ha vinto 3 scudetti, ha fatto una finale di EuroLeague e da quando ho 8 anni vado a Palazzo, prima al Paladozza, poi all'Unipol Arena e adesso alla Segafredo Arena.
Pizzeria Peperoni è la mia preferita, la nostra preferita, Aldo è il mio grande amico. Io penso che Aldo era presente a tanti eventi positivi per me, appunto anche quando ho vinto il titolo NBA, Aldo era con me a San Antonio, quindi abbiamo e ho fatto vivere a alcuni miei amici sicuramente emozioni forti.
I giocatori vengono spesso qua da Peperoni nel post partita o nei giorni liberi, sanno che qua possono mangiare dall'insalata, tortellini in brodo e cotoletta alla bolognese, 2 piatti tipici della tradizione bolognese.
Il tortellino è una ricetta molto specifica di Bologna e questi sono gli ingredienti dell'Emilia-Romagna che compongono il ripieno e la pasta è fatta di farina 00, un etto, un uovo. Con questo sfoglio si fanno tortellini, tagliatelle e quant'altro. Quello da brodo è questo. È un lavoro manuale di pazienza. La verità è che ognuno poi li mangia come gli pare gli piacciono. Detto questo, il tortellino a Bologna è in brodo e basta. Il tortellino, quando è fresco, si cuoce in un attimo. Nel momento in cui bolle il brodo, il tortellino è pronto.
Milano is a city that you can pursue a lot of interest. There is culture, there is music, there is sports and whatever. But it's also a city of playgrounds. There are a lot of places where you can play on a playground with people that meet there just to play 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5. So I think basketball is a big part of the culture of this city, which is quite impressive. In this way, it reminds me a little bit New York.
Milano è una delle migliori città per giocare a basket al campetto. Vengono organizzati sempre tantissimi tornei nel corso dell'anno nei migliori playground della zona. Ho iniziato a giocare a 6 anni nella squadra del mio paese, Sirmione. Ricordo che da piccolina ero una scheggia impazzita che correva per il campo e questa caratteristica mi è rimasta poi nel corso degli anni. Questo pomeriggio abbiamo giocato contro Geas, era un derby poiché siamo entrambe della città di Milano e è stata una partita dura, fisica e tosta.
Purtroppo questo pomeriggio abbiamo perso, però siamo sotto certi punti di vista contenti della nostra prestazione. Questo nostro primo anno nella categoria ci sta aiutando molto a capire quali sono i nostri limiti, quali sono i nostri punti di forza e soprattutto su cosa dobbiamo lavorare. Allora, questa, Lollo, tu non eri nato, io invece ero già abbastanza grandina. Abbiamo fatto la finale, le Final Four di EuroLeague e abbiamo avuto dei giocatori incredibili, primo su tutti Danilovic. Spero di poterti dare l'occasione di vedere quello che ho visto io nel 98. Forza, Lollo! Dai! Anto? Secondo me entrare al palazzo è la cosa più bella in assoluto perché è intanto un luogo chiuso, quindi è molto più rumoroso, senti il calore del pubblico e chiaramente anche la partita si fa sentire diversamente. È un'emozione meravigliosa.
It's impossible to explain to the American fans about European basketball, the European League. Well, you guys have probably seen the videos. The fans are really into it. You know, there's a tremendous attachment to the team. The fan level of participation is much higher in Europe.
Go, guys, go! Go! 1, 2, 3!
To play in this rivalry between Milan and Bologna is very special. To go there and then play in front of their crowd and play in front of their fans, to feel that special atmosphere is definitely something incredible.
Sicuramente sarà una partita difficile, soprattutto magari dal punto di vista mentale, perché sai, giochi una partita a Bologna contro Milano, che Milano ovviamente l'anno scorso ha vinto lo scudetto contro di noi in gara 7, quindi ci sono tante cose da dimostrare e cercheremo di dimostrarle in campo.
When you're playing against Milan, it's always going to be a difficult game. It's a rivalry game, so it's tough, it's intense, the fans are into it. This is the reason you play basketball.
È una bella atmosfera, una bella partita, perché comunque si sanno, i derby i tifosi non lo dimenticano mai durante l'anno, quindi è importante partire col piede giusto.
On m'appelle le roi parce que quand je suis arrivé ici en Italie et le préparateur physique de l'équipe, il me semble que c'est lui qui a trouvé ce surnom. J'ai eu la chance de remporter l'EuroLeague en 98 à Barcelone et c'était ma première année à la Virtus Bologne, donc c'était un événement extrêmement important pour moi et pour le club.
The biggest thing I remember was the moving of almost 5,000 people from Bologna coming to Barcelona. Barcelona, Palau San Jordi was all black and white. We felt that we were on a mission and it was the time for Virtus to win their first EuroLeague title. So it happened and it was a huge satisfaction. Then in 2001, icons like Danilovic had retired. We had new players that would become amazing, like Manu Ginobili, for example.
We had one of the biggest budgets in EuroLeague. Of course, I remember Marko Jaric, Smodis, David Anderson, Rashard Griffith. Not only we played great together, but we had a lot of fun.
It was the only year that the EuroLeague was assigned with a playoff series. Best of 5. I remember those games were sold-out arenas, both in Vitoria and Bologna. We went to Game 5, and I remember that in South America, it was the first time that because of all the Argentinians that were playing with both teams, the games went live and had an amazing audience. I think it was a big, big step for the new EuroLeague to set the tone for the future of the league.
It was a very intense final in that 2001, and I also had a couple of good friends on the other side. Even though, you know, once you're playing, you don't really care that much about the opponents, and you focus so much on your own game. But I remember feeling a lot of pressure and having the responsibility and the possibility of closing and winning a EuroLeague championship at home. Antoine not only was our anchor, right? He was our leader and the one that has lived it, because he has won with Abio a EuroLeague before us, but he was also a mentor. Antoine not only made huge buckets, but he also provided that in the locker room that it was always very valuable, and I love that guy.
J'ai juste l'envie de pouvoir partager et donner l'expérience que j'avais par rapport au club de la Virtus. Et puis surtout avec l'envie et l'ambition que ces joueurs soient le plus performants et le plus efficaces pour le résultat de l'équipe.
I remember the fans rushing onto the court, and you know, some goosebumps come up. But it was my first big championship, so for me it was a before and after that day.
Une des périodes, si ce n'est la période la plus prolifique pour la Virtus Bologne au niveau des résultats. Et on appelle évidemment Bologne Basket City, et reste donc un basket où c'est imprégné dans l'ADN des Bolognais, et en particulier de la Virtus Bologne.
This mix of history, culture, and passion has resulted in a rivalry with an incredibly special essence. Olimpia Milano aspired to relive its former glories of the 80s, while Virtus seeks to become an important club in the EuroLeague basketball again.
Devontae Kachak with the triple. He has just been defensively terrific as he gets the steal. And he's going to get the breakaway slam dunk. Ognian Dombrich.
This one we had extra motivation because we know how important these games are for the city, for the fans, for the crowd, and we felt the excitement in our gym, and we had really great support from our fans, so that gave us extra energy for this game.
Siamo due squadre che ci affrontiamo tanto durante l'anno, sta diventando sempre di più ogni anno una rivalità importante perché il livello è sempre più alto e quindi accresce anche il livello del basket italiano in generale.
Drops up the melee for the slam dunk. Portman has it stolen. Hackett streaks down the floor. Lundberg challenge at the rim and gets the M1.
Right before the shot, I noticed the shot clock, it was at 3 or 2 seconds.
Lundberg's feeling it, pulls the trigger.
I touched my abilities and I was fortunate enough to make it.
Oh my word!
They're supporting us every game, wherever we play, across the Italy, across the Europe. This is just the way to say thank you to them and keep supporting us. We will fight for every game, for every win.
Bologna è sempre stata Basket City, io ho giocato in Italia, poi ho giocato per 13 anni in American NBA e poi sono tornato a Bologna, quindi sono tifoserie sicuramente diverse. Qui veramente senti l'importanza del tifo.
I tell all my friends who love basketball, I tell them fly over and come experience it for yourself because there's nothing like European basketball. It's completely different from watching the NBA or going to see a game, watching on TV. You have to be there live to enjoy it and understand, from the chanting, from the intensity, from the passion. It's just a whole different level of basketball. the most special part about EuroLeague is the fans. In certain arenas here, that's what makes the game truly special and also truly unique. The fans are the lifeline or the heartbeat of EuroLeague.
In the heart of the Mediterranean lies the cradle of Western civilization, Greece. A country full of history, culture, and a legacy that has endured throughout the centuries. Nowadays, Greece also inspires for its central place in contemporary basketball. Vibrant games are played here in front of fans who really love this sport. One of the legends of Greek basketball is Panayotis Giannakis. He was the one who popularized basketball in the country thanks to his great performances. Today, he is an idol in his country, someone who the new generations listen to.
Έχω δει πολλά παιδιά που λες, με μεγάλο ταλέντο και όμως επειδή δεν κάνανε προπόνηση, χάσανε την ευκαιρία της ζωής τους. Εγώ λέω στους παίκτες μου ότι το πρώτο που πρέπει να κάνουμε είναι να είμαστε μαχητικοί. Όταν κάνετε αυτό, μην έχετε κανένα άγχος. Και να έχετε χάσει, θα έχετε προσπαθήσει, θα έχετε κερδίσει κάτι. Έχει πολλά πράγματα, παιδιά. Για όλους έχει το πάση.
After retiring as a player, he coached, among other Greek teams, the great local rival of Panathinaikos, his former playing team, Olympiakos Piraeus. So there is no one better to tell us about Rivalries, Greece.
Today's opening game of EuroLeague, Olympiakos and Panathinaikos, is a Greek rivalry from decades ago. Those two teams are competing for the best team in Europe. Panathinaikos is trying to do something special this season. So for everybody here, it's going to be something different and special.
After 5 excellent seasons in Anadolu Efes, I understood that it's time to find different emotions. It's a new challenge for me, new team, new city. I start a new adventure. We have a very good, very experienced captain that it was one of the most important transfers in the beginning of the season. It was one of the main player for the successful of the past years in Olympiakos, and nobody thinks that he can change the team in Greece.
It was
a move that, believe me, I think about it many hours. But at the end of the day, the most important is how you feel, and I'm sure that I made 100% the right decision. People around the team and generally fans show me love and respect about what I have achieved until now and about the move that I made. And I'm very happy that I'm part of family of Panathinaikos.
Waka is definitely a special gym. Everybody knows it's one of the best gyms in Europe. Having no fans back and having the gym again rocking like it used to be is something that we really need here.
If you start to coaching in a big club with a big passion, with big results in the history, but many upset in the last seasons, especially on the last season, you must show everybody that you came here for change, again the destiny of the club, of the team. I show my feet and I show to everybody that I am here for try to win.
With these moves that Giannakopoulos made this year, Panathinaikos is a really good team, and they deserve to be in the top 4 teams in the EuroLeague.
This is the real start. Panathinaikos Athens taking on Olympiakos in the beautiful city of Athens, Greece. Hernan Gomez has a beautiful layup off to the big man, and Belsarovsky throws it down. And here he comes with the left-handed up and under Alexander Belsarovsky.
In Europe, it's really more like a cultural thing where like you grew up with a team and like, you know, sometimes when you're here, you watch kids in the game and they're even more passionate in the game than the adults, you know. They go crazier, they're yelling even more. And, you know, this tells you how much people just grew up since they are kids with this passion inside of them.
And Hernan Gomez had a nice tap, couldn't get it to go, but he gets it to go the second time. Slukas steps back. Slukas from deep. Panathinaikos will take this 7-point lead into the locker room as Kostas Slukas leading his team in his first game, official first game of the EuroLeague in the green jersey.
We got into the halftime, to the locker room, and we talked about it, and we said the problem was not our offense. This is not the team we want to be. We want to be a defensive team that fights hard and doesn't allow easy points for the opponent. And in the first half, we didn't do none of that. But in the second half, we came out really like hungry dogs, like the guys like to say in the locker room.
Papanikolaou with the three-pointer.
Third quarter, I think we really showed our character, show what we're made of.
Kick back out, what a beautiful looking play, and Walker pulls up for the three. Milutinov, on the alley-oop.
Nikola was a huge presence for us. I mean, woke up, Kanan, Nigel played amazing in the fourth quarter.
Goss from three! What a run by Olympiakos, make it!
So everybody contributed, and that's the most important. This is the team we want to be, you know.
14 on the shot clock right now, trying to get that ball. Slukas is going to call an offensive foul. Walkup does what Walkup does.
Happy to put my body on the line. And then when you see the teammates, everybody celebrating how they were, how much it means, everyone on the bench is up, clapping, fist pumping, you know, the emotion that we played with, it was, you know, it's really fun to be a part of something like that.
Walkup up top, wants to take it down, 5, 3. Walkup takes the contact and can't make the open look. And here comes Slukas. Can he do it one more time? Kostas Slukas over half court. Off the backboard, he can't get it to go down. Slukas almost put the dagger in his own team.
I don't think there was any doubt in our minds going to the bench before overtime that we didn't have this game, and yeah, we showed it. We showed it with our energy, with our physicality. You hope your players can make plays at the end of games, especially at overtime.
It's Goss up top. He's not that tired. He's not that tired. Milutinov. At the end of the game, a 10-point victory by Olympiacos in overtime.
Είμαι ο Παναγιώτης Γιαννάκης και το μπάσκετ είναι η ζωή μου. Όλα αυτά τα χρόνια είχα την τύχη, σαν παίκτης, να αποτελώ μέρος της εθνικής ομάδας, αλλά και να αγωνιστώ σε μία από τις μεγαλύτερες ομάδες της Αθήνας, τον Παναθηναϊκό. Σαν προπονητής τώρα έχω προπονήσει αρκετές ελληνικές ομάδες. Μία από αυτές ήταν και ο Ολυμπιακός. Γι' αυτό το λόγο γνωρίζω καλά τι σημαίνει η αντιπαλότητα μεταξύ αυτών των δύο, η οποία πάει χρόνια πολλά πίσω. Η μία ομάδα ιδρύθηκε το 1931 και η άλλη το 1922. Και οι δύο, ωστόσο, κυριάρχησαν στο ελληνικό μπάσκετ τη δεκαετία του 90. Ο Γιώργος Μπαρτζόκας είναι ο τωρινός προπονητής του Ολυμπιακού, με τον οποίο είχα την τύχη να συνεργαστώ στο παρελθόν στις ομάδες στις οποίες δούλεψα ως προπονητής. Μπορεί να σας το εξηγήσει ίσως και καλύτερα.
This rivalry is really remarkable. In the past was mainly, you know, the working class of Olympiacos playing against the aristocrats of Athens. It was like this. I don't know if it's still like this, but we are talking about two completely different worlds. I really believe that what we did last 2 years, 3 years in EuroLeague, you know, achieving the first place in regular season, having 2 Final Fours, winning every domestic title those 2 years, you know, helped Panathinaikos to invest a lot of money this year to compete basically us, you know. This is what I believe.
Ένα από τα αξιοσημείωτα χαρακτηριστικά αυτών των δύο οργανισμών είναι ότι μέσα από αυτή την αντιπαλότητα συνετέλεσαν στην άνοδο του μπάσκετ. Το ίδιο φυσικά ισχύει και για τα άλλα αθλήματα.
We have 2 teams in water polo, 2 teams in basket, football. There is also teams in boxing, sailing teams, volleyball. We are one big family. It's like a member, a lot of teams together, and people it's supporting us a lot.
Ο Παναθηναϊκός είναι ο μεγάλος μας αντίπαλος, αλλά δεν μπορεί να μας αντιπαρατεθεί σε μια σειρά αθλημάτων που έχουμε. Έχει επιλέξει 2-3 τμήματα για να μπορεί να ανταγωνίζεται τον Ολυμπιακό. Όμως και εκεί ακόμα δεν τα καταφέρει. Παράδειγμα εδώ στο πόλο για μας είναι ανύπαρκτος. Είναι ο μεγάλος αντίπαλος στο ποδόσφαιρο και μέχρι ποδόσφαιρο και μπάσκετ. Είναι ο μεγάλος μας αντίπαλος. Όμως δεν μπορεί να φτάσει στο επίπεδο με τη βαθμίδα που βρίσκεται ο Ολυμπιακός στον παγκόσμιο αθλητισμό.
Για να καταλάβει κάποιος τι κρύβεται πίσω από τη μάχη μεταξύ αυτών των δύο ομάδων, πρέπει να ταξιδέψει στην Ατλάντα. Εκεί ξεκίνησαν όλα όταν ο Παναθηναϊκός έκλεισε τον Ντομινίκ Ουίσλης. Λίγοι Αμερικάνοι γνωρίζουν όμως σήμερα ότι ο Ντομινίκ έχει παίξει στην Ευρώπη και ότι η άφηξή του έμελε να αλλάξει το ελληνικό μπάσκετ για πάντα.
What does Dominic Wilkins mean for the city of Atlanta and for this team?
I mean, he's one of the best athletes to ever be in Atlanta. So, I mean, like when you say Dominic Wilkins, you think of Atlanta.
All right. Do you know that he played a year in Greece and won the EuroLeague with a team called Panathinaikos?
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
He's like, you know, the guy that, you know, wants to stand the championship. You know, that's the guy.
All right. Did you know that he, after playing with the Hawks, he went to Greece and played for a team called Panathinaikos?
Oh, I didn't know that.
He won the EuroLeague, the best competition in Europe.
Definitely. You know, this guy competed against Michael Jordan, so it's like he's definitely the man.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Panathinaikos and Olympiacos were fierce rivalries. I mean, it was almost like going to war. When I went to my first game, and I'm in the warm-up lines, and coins started to rain down on the floor, and it cut me in the eye. And I remember running to the locker room, And my teammates come in, it's okay, it's tradition. I said, tradition got me bleeding, so I'm not coming. But anyway, I came back out, and after a while, you got used to it. But the fans, every game, every possession was on their feet. The team we had was a fabulous team. We were big. We had 7-4 in the middle, and actually I played both forwards, power forward and small forward. But we were just a very big team. That championship was something that you'll never forget. The Greek fans took over Paris, basically. The energy that was in that building, and we knew we was going to win. That was a long wait, so we got the first one in the history of Greece.
Οι αναμνήσεις μου από εκείνο το τελικό είναι εκπληκτικές. Ήταν τιμή μου να μοιραστώ τα ίδια αποδυτήρια με ένα μεγάλο θρύλο όπως ο Ντομινίκο Βίλκιτς. Ένα χρόνο όμως μετά, μάλιστα, ο Ολυμπιακός έκλεισε τον David Rivers. Και στο τέλος της σεζόν, αυτή ήταν η ομάδα που πήρε το ευρωπαϊκό. Και οι δύο παίκτες πέρασαν χρόνια με δόξα στην Ελλάδα, ενώ παράλληλα χαιρόντουσαν τα καλά της παραμονής τους. Με πιο σημαντικά απ' όλα, το φαγητό και τον ήλιο.
Greek salads, authentic Greek salads, you could just eat by itself. That's how good it was. The way they season it. And then on Easter, they cooked a lot of lamb, for like a week,
I love souvlaki. Termosalata is my favorite Greek dish.
It's like a cream with fish egg, and you eat it with bread. It's more started than a real dish, but I like that a lot.
The best place to go in Athens for a coffee, Jimmy's Coffee Shop for sure. But I think some of the local taverns, the local meat taverns are the ones where you can get the best meals.
Γεια και χαρά σας. Βρισκόμαστε σε μια παραδοσιακή ταβέρνα. Λειτουργεί από το 1879. Είμαι ο Σπύρος Μπαϊρακτάρης. Η ταβέρνα αυτή τη λειτουργούσαν οι παππούδες, οι δικοί μου οι άνθρωποι, η οικογένειά μου, και εγώ συνεχίζω μια ιστορία η οποία είναι 144 χρόνια. Πάμε να δούμε και στο διπλανό μαγαζί, στο οποίο παρασκευάζουμε και πουλάμε γύρο, ντονέρ, σουβλάκια, τα υπέροχα σουβλάκια του Μπαϊρακτάρη, και είναι ό,τι καλύτερο υπάρχει στην Ελλάδα. Έλατε παρακαλώ. Πάμε. Έλατε παρακαλώ. Μπράβο Θωμά. Εδώ είναι ο Θωμάς, ένας μάστορας στο Μπαϊρακτάρη του 15, πόσα χρόνια, 17? 17 χρόνια ιστορία. Φτιάξτε τα ωραιότερα σουβλάκια. Μπράβο. Μπράβο Λεβέντο. Τα καλύτερα παιδιά δουλεύουν χρόνια στο Μπαϊρακτάρι. Είναι η οικογένειά μου αυτά τα παιδιά. Είναι τα καλύτερα παιδιά. Ένα κρασάκι για το καλό.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ.
Στην υγεία σας.
Ευχαριστούμε.
Καλώς όρισατε στο Μπαϊρακτάρι.
Καλώς
Είναι χαρά μου που ήρθατε. Μου δίνετε μεγάλη χαρά, δύναμη. Στην υγεία σας, καλώς όρισατε. Καλή σας όρεξη. Γεια μας. Γεια μας. Στην υγεία σας.
Καλή τύχη σε όλα.
Το Derby είναι διαφήμιση.
Σωστά.
Το Παναθηναϊκός Ολυμπιακός. Το Ολυμπιακός Παναθηναϊκός σημαίνει πολλά για την Ελλάδα, αλλά σημαίνει πολλά για την Ευρώπη.
Σωστά.
Η δε πίεση είναι δεδομένη. Εσύ μπορείς να μας πεις και από την πλευρά του αθλητή και από την πλευρά του προπονητή. Το ζήσαμε και σαν αντίπαλοι στο Παναθηναϊκός Ολυμπιακός.
Σε μεγάλα μάτς.
Σε πολύ μεγάλα μάτς. Αλλά θεωρώ ότι για να μείνουμε σε αυτό που είπες που είναι κομβικό, το γεγονός ότι και ο πρόεδρος του Παναθηναϊκού και οι πρόεδροι του Ολυμπιακού ήταν εκεί να χειροκροτήσουν, να υποστηρίξουν την ομάδα, αλλά δεν μείναμε σε καταστάσεις που είχαμε ζήσει στο παρελθόν. Χρησιμοποιώ. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Ευχαριστούμε. Τέλειο.
Αυτό είναι το λίγο. Καλή όρεξη λοιπόν.
Στον Ουρανίσκο μας. Καλή όρεξη. Όταν ήμουν εγώ, όταν ήρθα στον Ολυμπιακό και ήσασταν με τον Παναθηναϊκό.
Είχαμε μια συνέχεια.
Είσαστε μια ομάδα που την θαύμαζε όλος ο κόσμος. Ένα staff, οι παίκτες, οι προπονητές.
Στα μάτια και
παιδιά, ας πούμε, που ήταν μεγάλες ικανότητες. Εγώ θυμάμαι, ας πούμε, τότε έλεγα, ρε παιδί μου, όλοι οι βασικοί παίκτες της εθνικής ομάδας ήταν στον Παναθηναϊκό. Γιατί ο Ολυμπιακός είχε μείνει πίσω ένα διάστημα. Γι' αυτό λέω ότι χρειάζεται. Και έλεγα, ας πούμε, πόσο ήσασταν μια ομάδα με τεράστιες δυνατότητες και κοντά στο καλάθι και μακριά από το καλάθι. Γιατί θυμάμαι πάντα το παιχνίδι στο Βερολίνο, ένα τρομερό μάτς. Έτσι, από τι μάτς ήταν.
The game against Olympiacos we played in Berlin, 2009, semi-final. That was a big deal for both teams. For us, it was very important to win the semi-final, even though, you know, sometimes the fans were saying, we don't care if you lose in the final, just win the semi-final. That's the most important for us. Of course, we knew that the job has to be done till the end.
You have two teams fighting for European supremacy, and you have two teams that have a lot of history, a lot of tradition. When those teams, you know, connect on the floor, it's going to be a very intense game. Those games against Olympiacos were very, very special. You know, number one, a rival team can make you or break you, personally as a player, and it also can make and break you as a team in itself.
Mike Baptiste is definitely a legend of this team, and you know, he's somebody that I look up to. You know, I was already watching him, and I was already inspired by him. And to have people like this, you know, who set the tone for us, and you know, try to follow his footsteps is something very big.
Ναι, Δημήτρη.
Το 2009.
Ένα μάτς που για μας, ας πούμε, ήταν μια ξεκίνημα σε αυτό το επίπεδο των αγώνων, Final Four, απέναντι στον All Classic αντίπαλο, πίεση από τον κόσμο, άντε να γίνουμε πάλι να κερδίσουμε τον Παναθηναϊκό που τα είχε σαρώσει όλα πριν. Εντάξει, δύσκολο παιχνίδι, πολύ δύσκολο για μας. Ας μην ξεχνάμε ότι παίζαμε με μια ομάδα που είχε κερδίσει πολλούς τίτλους ήδη. Στην Ελλάδα κέρδιζε συνέχεια όλους τους αντιπάλους, οπότε ήταν ένα μεγάλο μάτς για μας, το οποίο θεωρώ ότι φτάσαμε πολύ κοντά. Είναι η Ελλάδα.
Να προτείνω λοιπόν κάτι. Λοιπόν, εγώ λέω με μεγάλη υπερηφάνεια υπηρέτησα τον Παναθηναϊκό 13 χρόνια. Να ανταλλάξουμε τις μπάλες. Να δώσω εγώ στον Παναθηναϊκό.
Φυσικά, γιατί εγώ έχω παίξει
που έχει παίξει στον Παναθηναϊκό και έχει κερδίσει το ευρωπαϊκό.
Το πρώτο ευρωπαϊκό, δηλαδή, κάτσε καλά. Δεν το ξεχάσω.
Και αυτός θα μου πασάρει το Ολυμπιακό.
Τέλειο. Γιατί όχι.
Είναι μια ιστορία όμως.
Μητρή μου, καλή τύχη στα όνειρά σου.
Γράψατε μια ιστορία ολόκληρη. Γράψατε μια ιστορία.
Και να αγαπάμε τον μπάσκετ και να κάνουμε περισσότερο ανθρώπους να αγαπάνε τον μπάσκετ.
Αυτό. Και αυτό να είναι η υπερπουσία.
Σήμερα είναι μια ιδιαίτερη μέρα στον Πειραιά. Εκεί λαμβάνει η χώρα το ντέρμπι. Τώρα που ο εγγονός μου έχει μεγαλώσει, μου αρέσει πολύ να πηγαίνω στους αγώνες μαζί του. Αυτή η χρονιά είναι ιδιαίτερη. Γιατί, όπως έχει γίνει και στο παρελθόν, οι ομάδες έχουν δυναμώσει πολύ με τις νέες μεταγραφές. Και μαζί τους, φυσικά, δυναμώνει και ο ανταγωνισμός.
Hello and a very warm welcome to the picturesque port city of Piraeus. Will you join us at the Peace and Friendship Stadium? But there is a pugnacious quality in the air tonight because the home team, Olympiacos Piraeus, are welcoming their Greek rivals, Panathinaikos at Tor Athens.
2 weeks leading up to the game, there's people coming up to you on the street saying we have to beat Panathinaikos, and then as the game gets closer, you feel this energy around the arena. One win against the rivals can change everything, so it's more than just a game.
Everybody is way more focused, everybody is more tense. People in the street stop you and only talk about this. The whole country or the whole city stop. And when you're a player and you embrace the culture of the team you play for, you become something really special for you too.
We have a good run against Pana in EuroLeague games the last years, but that doesn't mean anything, What it counts is the next game. It's always the next game, and the next game is always the most important. And this is where we're focusing on.
As the latest installment of the Greek derby in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague is underway.
The atmosphere was unbelievable last night.
Alec Peters, feet set beneath him, back iron on the field goal attempt.
We had a real slow start to the game. It was sloppy. We played bad offense. And the crowd really brought us up, and once we found that momentum, there was nothing stopping us.
Foul comes to set a screen. They find Nigel Williams-Goss, feet set beneath him. Beautiful half-court offense executed. As Moses right into the passing lane, off to the races, and finishes with the fast break slam.
I came in, got a steal right away, got the dunk, and then the arena just erupted. I mean, you got like 20,000 people lifting you up behind you, just screaming, yelling, bringing you energy, getting defensive stops and just scoring offensively. So it's just, you feel like you got the whole city behind you, so it just feels great.
Kostas Papanikolaou inside a foul, who rocks the rim.
About the third quarter, I don't think there is an explanation about how and why.
And the unselfish kick out from the defensive halo is the second assist of the night for Mustafa Foul. Driving baseline, met by Dinos Matoglu, rotated to Moses right, who attacks, spins. Oh my goodness! And delivers a two-fisted facial right into the mug of Matthias Lasor.
Having the whole arena from tip-off to the sound of the buzzer at the end when the clock hit 00 is just amazing. Having everybody behind you, no matter what happens on the court. The fans, every time we get a stop, they're cheering, yelling the whole entire way, just trying to get us energy, trying to get us in the game.
Moses right to rises up high to rock the rim. Olympiacos Piraeus prevail. They extend their winning streak to 6 games in a row in the Greek derby in EuroLeague encounters.
Moses was great yesterday. I'm really happy about him. It was a signing during the season after the serious injury that we had with Nikola Milutinov. That's life, you know. Sometimes when you feel so sad, so depressed, something is going on, and it gives you hope.
It's beautiful to have this passion for the team, you know, and that's what drives us as players, you know, to keep fighting for the extra and for the more. And for me, that I've been so many years in this team, I know what the Olympiacos fan wants, feels, and thinks, and it gives me the willingness, you know, to keep fighting more because I know what can make them happy, and I want to give it to them. There are not so many games in basketball to see something like that. The people follow this all over the world, not just in Serbia or in Europe.
I can't explain it to you what it's like. When that ball's tipped and the game starts, you can't even hear yourself think.
You can't even use words to really describe it. Like, you only know when you walk in.
Both Red Star and Partizan games, usually EuroLeague attendance records are being broken. So we are proud to be from the city that has the best average fans on the game.
Where can I take you?
Please to New Belgrade.
Here we go. What brings you to Belgrade?
Actually, we came here to shoot a documentary from the EuroLeague basketball. So we're going to be a few days here shooting interviews and different things about the city.
Belgrade really is the best city for basketball. We have two of the greatest clubs in the world, and so there is a lot of competition, but there is also a lot of love for the game of basketball. Tonight is the big game. Every time the derby comes, the whole city changes.
But how is it inside? How is the atmosphere?
Atmosphere inside is crazy. Depending on who is the host of the game, the whole arena will be either black and white or red and white, and it will be very loud.
My name is Milana. I'm 30 years old, and I'm a biggest Partizan fan. My dad is to blame for all the love towards Partizan and towards basketball. He is the one that took me and my little brother to the games.
Pa dolazimo iz Slovenije za Partizan.
Najbolji klub ikada.
Every time I go to a game, it brings another memory. It makes my life happier, definitely fulfills my life.
I always say it's something you have to physically experience. It's not, words can't explain, videos and things like that can explain but so much, but I feel like you have to physically be there, physically feel the energy in the crowd.
Let's go! Turn up! Partizan!
Kapitan ekipe, broj 7, Kevin Pante! Broj 4, Aleksa Avramovic!
Everybody knows that they are special games. The people follow this all over the world, not just in Serbia or in Europe. It's very interesting because it's very emotional, and they understand that there are not so many games in basketball to see something like that.
The Serbian derbies are always special. Every game feels like a new game for battle for life. I encourage everyone who never seen it to go over there and see it.
It's not just the game, it's the whole tradition, it's whole emotion, it's like all packed. Za druge klubove se navija, Partizan se voli. That means Partizan is there to be loved. Other clubs you can cheer, but you know, Partizan is the club that you love. Whenever there is a derby or there is a game against Red Star, it's even more flammable.
My dad watched the game on TV and called me afterwards and just asked me about the experience and the atmosphere. And I literally told him, and I've told other people, like, I can't explain it to you what it's like. When that ball's tipped and the game starts, you can't even hear yourself think.
The steel bag. Kevin Punter brings it over the halfway line. Offloads to Zachlade. Euro step and a flush in transition on the late arriving Adam Hanger. Kaminski up strong and finishing on the step through low post move.
How we started and how we were playing and how intense we were, everything, we came out extremely strong. And then to get the fans involved like that from the get-go, you know, that was big for us.
Our fans gave us kind of boost and some extra energy, so our aggressivity in the first 5 minutes was high level and in offense and defense.
Kaminski, 8 points on 4 out of 4 shooting from the field. To Bolomboy, to Adam Hanger. Deep three-pointer, Shabazz Napier tickles the twine in the face of Alexa Avramovic. Three-pointer strong, Joe Bolomboy celebrating that success.
Morali da jurimo tu prednost, ali opet I pored toga uspeli smo da nadoknadimo to. Čak smo I vodili, ja mislim, 10, možda I više razlike. To je opet kad se pogleda, to je preko 20 razlike napraviš u jednoj utakmici, preokret, zaista nevjerovatno, ali...
Dos Santos looking for his third three-pointer of the game, and he connects from downtown. And it is a double-digit lead once again for Zvezda. They are up by a dozen. Protecting the paint. Squeezed it back out to Alen Smailagic, who attacks and finishes with a left-handed cram.
Alen Smailagic made a very big dunk. He brings the crowd really up. They gave us energy.
Alexa just has no fear. He's not afraid of the moment. He's not afraid of taking the big shot.
One-on-one with Napier. Pulls up for three. Oh, Alexa Avramovic continues to feel it here in the fourth period. That is a big bucket.
I don't know how to describe that, but when you have feeling that everything what you do, it will be good.
And again, the Partizan fans trying to make this very difficult. He's off the mark with the first is Teodosic.
Being able to put them at the free throw line with our fans in the background, going crazy for every single free throw. You know, those are high-pressure situations, and having fans going nuts like that and the loudness and everything, being at home, that's a huge advantage for us.
Final score from the Stark Arena. Partizan Mozart bet Belgrade 88. Crvena Zvezda Meridian bet Belgrade 86.
Usually that starts with Matthias Lesor from last year, and they recognize him as one of the guys who brings the biggest energy.
My last year with Partizan, it was something very special. He really started, you know, after a cup game when we lost to the Derby against Red Star in the final, and our fans stayed in the gym and they sing for us for 30 minutes. And, you know, that's the moment where I really feel like, you know, these fans are, you know, special, and that's when our connection really started.
It's always a great moment to celebrate with them after big time wins and you know, derby wins, because we know how much it means to us and how much we've prepared for it, and we know how much it means to, you know, our fans to, you know, win those games. So it's always dope. It's always cool to celebrate with them.
see some places in the city. Like, what do you recommend?
So you definitely need to go and visit Kalemegdan. It's a fortress. This used to be a crossroads. And inside this fortress, all generations get to play and participate in this, I think, unique court. This is where basketball first started in Belgrade.
Košarka u našoj zemlji je relativno rano došla. Mi smo imali tu priliku da nam dođe u posjetu, ja mislim da je to bilo preko Crvenog krsta, da je čovjek došao i doneo košarku u Srbiju. Mi smo je posle razvijali da bi napravili svoju košarku. Ključno mesto gdje smo to demonstrirali je Ljubljana 70. godine, gdje smo osvojili prvenstvo sveta i tukli Amerikance i bili prvaci. Od tog momenta u sve škole, na sve fakultete, u svim ulicama u ovome gradu se igrao basket 3-3.
Crvena zvezda je bila tim koji je 10 puta uzastopce osvajao titulu posle Drugog svjetskog rata. Pravi partizan se stvorio igranjem Kićanovića i Dalipegaća, to je negde od 75. 6. 7. godine do negde 82. Tu je Partizan imao jednu dominaciju. Rivalitet između Crvene zvezde i Partizana je, danas se to meri, izgubiš sve utakmice, ali dobiješ Partizan ili obrnuto, sve ti se oprašta, idemo dalje.
When you finish in Belgrade, I would love to recommend for you to go and visit Čačak. It is a small town, but with a big contribution to basketball.
How far is it, Čačak, from here? Maybe we can try to go later.
Yeah, it's not that far. It's 2 hours driving, 1.5 if you're coming with me.
Čačak, that's my hometown, and for all who doesn't know, life in Čačak is basketball. It's difficult to succeed in Čačak because from one generation there is 100 players that want to be basketball player. One of the best European player ever, Dragan Kićanović, is from Čačak, who won absolutely everything. My coach, Željko, is from Čačak. We have a really good relationship. Sometimes it maybe looks like he's always mad at me, but it's not like that.
Alexa! Alexa! Alexa! Pass the ball one time!
Sometimes maybe he's screaming much more to me than to others, but it's okay. I just need to understand what he tried to say to me and to improve the level of basketball.
I believe that in Europe you have two countries that people really like very, very much basketball. This is Serbia and Lithuania. Without to say that, of course, exists lot of another countries, Spain, Italy, Greece, Turkey. However, I believe that is special feeling because people like so much basketball in Serbia.
Growing up, playing basketball in the Bronx, everyone got, passion for playing in the street and passion for trying to win and score. And, it's real similar to Serbia, with the people in Serbia loving basketball, the culture.
Basketball is kind of like lifestyle in Serbia. It's a culture thing. We are really passionate about it and type of the lifestyle as well.
There's a little court right next to my building, and it's always full. It doesn't matter if it's snowing, raining, there's always at least 2 guys, so it's very nice to see. I wish I could join those 3-on-3 games because they were a huge part of my development when I was younger. We're a well-known basketball country, and I hope that it will stay like that. Last year was the first derby in the history of EuroLeague. It's the first season where both teams were playing EuroLeague. It was the first time in many, many years that we had their fans and our fans in the same gym. I remember Luka Vildozak drove to the basket, got 3 guys on him,
and kicked it to me, and I was like, that's it, that's the moment. In my mind, I knew it's gonna go in because before the game, I was talking in practice. Imagine if I hit the game winner. Imagine if you win the game in the last second. So it's something I attracted with manifesting.
But what is the most recommendable dish that I should try?
You cannot go wrong with the pljeskavica, either pljeskavica or cevapi, which is meat made out of, depending on the region and religion, different meats, but this is, you cannot go wrong with either a pljeskavica or cevapi.
I'm chef de cuisine in the Tranquilo restaurant in Belgrade, Brača. I was Best Balkan Junior Chef 2009, 2011. So this is our new story.
The Serbians like to eat
pljeskavica and cevapi, yeah.
So now we mixed the peppers, onions, and the cheese, smoked paprika for the kick, and now we incorporate. It's a lot of meat, a lot of pork, a lot of bacon.
This is heaven for basketball players and any players, food-wise, because everywhere you step your foot in, you're gonna get huge amount of amazing protein without that much chemicals in them, so you can eat more quality here. Put down the fire. Most of the people, when they wake up, the first thought is what I'm gonna eat today. So we're very in love with food. It's a big part of our culture. It's just gorgeous, so juicy. And there you have it, the točak, our famous pljeskavica.
Belgrade has a lot of different things to offer. We have some museums and some older buildings which are being repurposed, just like most of Europe is doing.
Actually, we are also shooting a local artist. Her name is TKB. Do you know her?
Oh, yes. Well, I don't know her, but I know of her work. It is everywhere around the city.
My street name is TKB. I'm born and raised in Belgrade. Basically, graffiti and street art are my life. The whole graffiti culture is very young in that sense, if you look at other branches of art. And it's basically a reflection of, social environment and social mindset. So in graffiti culture, you can see the soul of the city. Usually I paint faces, I paint portraits. That's kind of my thing. I kind of explore what it feels to be a woman, like a woman nowadays, and what does that mean for us? Because I think we're unfairly portrayed by mass media, by all these influences. I kind of hope that with my portraits, I can give one more image of how we can be. If you look at street art and if you look people playing basketball in general, it's the part of the same culture, it's the part of the same vibe, does have the same sentiment to it. And it is connected to street culture overall. My father, my sister, my nephew, they're all cheering for Zvezda. So I guess I will stick to that one for the family piece of it.
Imam 16 godina, živim u Srbiji, iz Beograda sam i jako volim Crvenu zvezdu. U Srbiji je jako zanimljivo biti mlad i odrastati uz košarku, zato što imamo previše terena po gradovima i mnogo ljudi voli košarku, ovdje je to tradicionalan sport i zbog toga je mnogo uspešnih košarkaša baš poteklo iz naše zemlje. Pa da, igrati sam i igrati sa prijateljima zaista nema neke prevelike razlike, jer kada dođete sami na teren, pojavi se neka ekipa i uvek se može igrati basket i zaista prelepo je. Ima terena pored reke, ima terena pored mnogo lepih, kako da vam kažem, objekata i zaista je lepo igrati.
I grew up playing for Red Star, and also I was member of Yugoslavian and Serbian national basketball team. I started cheering for Red Star since I can remember myself, maybe when I was 4 or 5 years old, and when I was 10, my father took me to Kalemegdan, and this is how I started playing basketball for them too. We are in my academy score 8. And I think it's good for each good basketball player to give his knowledge to next generations. Now I have around 20 kids do individual work. It's very important at a young age they need to start learning how to love basketball and to enjoy while going through the process of improving and playing basketball. Today is January 4th. It's a big EuroLeague derby. For sure, it's going to be one of the best atmospheres ever in EuroLeague. My home team, Red Star, is playing against Partizan, and there will be good cheering, and the better team will win this game. Each time I come to the game, they salute me upon the entrance, and I salute them back. So I really feel like going home when I enter Pioneer Arena or Stark Arena.
Za koga navijaš, majstore?
Zvijezdu.
Za Zvezdu. Od kad navijaš za Zvezdu?
Cijeli život.
Kažite mi, od kad navijate za Zvezdu?
60 godina.
Zvezda. Zvezda je život, Zvezda je ljubav, Zvezda, u srcu je Zvezda.
Kada sam bio mali, ljubav prema košarci u meni probudila je igra Crvene zvezde i kada sam išao na utakmice Crvene zvezde, zaljubio sam se u košarku i u Crvenu zvezdu. Na utakmicama Crvene zvezde, zaista, kako da vam kažem, neopisivo je da vam objasnim to što se osjeća. To je ljubav, emocija, strast, zaista je neverovatno. Morate da dođete da bi to osjetili. Moja omiljena pesma Crvene zvezde je Dobro znaju. Pesma mi je omiljena zato što ima dosta emocije u pesmi i kada je pevate osjetite nešto što se ne osjeća u ostalim pesmama.
Both Red Star and Partizan games, usually EuroLeague attendance records are being broken. So we are proud to be from the city that has the best average fans on the game. Utakmica između Crvene zvezde i Partizana je jedna popularna utakmica širom sveta i prisustvovati tom događaju zaista je jedno veliko, kako da vam kažem, neopisivo je. Morate doći da bi vidjeli koliko je to ludo i koliko su navijači zaista ludi. Atmosfera je zaista sjajna.
Nedovic, screen set by Bolon-Boy. Caboclo helping out in a double team. Open three-pointer for Dejan Davidovac, who drills it from downtown.
My teammates, they just told me it's something that you can only really experience for yourself. I mean, they said it's like you can't even use words to really describe it. Like, you only know when you walk in.
Freddie Gillespie cutting down the lane, and once again, a wide open route to the basket for Freddie Gillespie.
By the end of halftime, we were up by 20, and from that point on, it was just keeping the concentration, keeping the distance.
Teodosic for three, and he buries it, resulting in a fist pump celebration.
Coach talked to me, and he just said, you're at your best when you play with energy, and this crowd is going to be energetic. So, just embrace it and go out and play with it.
Rokas Giedraitis restores the double-digit margin of advantage for the home team.
I feel amazing that moment. I feel goosebumps. That was nice. I'm gonna remember this one.
I believe that both teams from Belgrade, they need to be members of EuroLeague always. No any another country have something like that. Every game of Partizan, of Red Star is full of people. I believe that everybody in EuroLeague recognize this, and if you understand how many followers out of Serbia we have, Partizan or Red Star, something that showed to everybody that EuroLeague need both teams. And I hope that will be like this in the future.
Which team do you like the most?
Oh, this is something that you will need to take me out to dinner to get this information out of me.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
This is something that we in Belgrade are very proud of, but also very secretive at times because of trying not to offend anyone, trying to be respectful.
We'll do the dinner for the next time. Maybe by then, I will tell you which team I like the most.
Involved with Madrid, it becomes a different type of clash. And that's one thing that people in the United States, even though we have a huge country of 360 million people, they don't understand what Barca-Madrid Clásico really means. The Madrid fans, they hate Barca. The Barca fans hate Madrid. If you lose that game, you don't show your face in the streets for at least a few days. That's how important it is. You do not show your face, and you most definitely do not go out to nightclubs if you lose in the Clásico. So it's one of those situations where you want to win every single game. It's intense. It's something that you have to live it and be around it to really understand. And in my era of the Clásico, we rarely lost to Madrid. We were the big dogs. We were the alphas. We were the team that everybody wanted to beat. Now, it's different. Madrid is kind of taken over as a team that everybody wants to beat.
Yeah, jersey, it's an honor. It's an honor. There's so many legends that played there. I'm proud to say that I played for Real Madrid. You know, every time I meet people here in Texas and they run into me, and it's still as far as like, oh wow, Marcus, oh, you played for Madrid, da da da. And it's like, yeah, it's an honor, and forever I always hold it special to my heart. It's never just a game when you play Barcelona. Never. You start to feel, I wouldn't say hatred, but you felt like this is an important game, and I don't want to lose to you guys, ever. You know, anything that they did, it was like, I just wanted them to lose. And so it became part of life. So everything lines up perfectly to make it, you know, one of the best rivalries in Europe.
The EuroLeague really helped me get better, not just as a player, but as a person. I came to Madrid when I was 12, so of course I'm Madridista. Like I said, they showed me everything in my life. There's a lot of experience, a lot of hard work, so I was just happy so I can participate in EuroLeague. The rivalries are great for fans to watch those games in full arenas. It's an unbelievable experience. I have the biggest three are Red Star, Partizan, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Panathinaikos, Olympiacos. But to play against Barcelona in Clásico, it's a special moment, you know. I can't explain how special it is. One of the best rivalries in the world. It's special to play in those moments.
Una cosa, algo te recordaré. Aquella eliminatoria de lo que me acuerdo bien. Los partidos se me han quedado entre 100 y 100. ¿Recuerdas la eliminatoria del 2010? Pero lo tuyo, la verdad que era una cosa histérica. Yo recuerdo en 2010 que fue una remontada épica. Porque ¿sabes lo que pasa? Desde entonces la caja mágica era el patio de mi casa.
Deja que me acuerde de cómo fue todo ese show y cómo tu equipo estaba intentando jugar con el flow, cómo luego la gente gritaba venga, let's go. Te recuerdo otro resultado doloroso, 100-62.
100-62, sí que te acuerdas bien con tesón, pero te voy a decir algo, te lo voy a decir ya con pasión. Remontamos en tu casa para ser el campeón y tú te acabaste pillando más rebotes que el Don.
Tendón, pero dime quién tuvo la ventaja. ¿Era caja mágica o es que era mágica en la caja? Pero no te preocupes, hermano, con mi equipo no te compares, porque ahora el Barça le tiene miedo al equipo del Tavares.
Claro que puedes hablarme lo que quieras dentro de ese juego, pero la pasión de ser més que un club no lo paga el dinero. Y a ver si tú lo aprendes, que a ti te dijimos adeus y au, y recuerdo la copa en las manos de Roger Grimau.
Y si quieren los dos últimos años también puedo recordarlos, aunque sé que a ti no te gustaría que pueda mencionarlos. Es como que no puedes controlarlos. Vas a escribir en una pizarra, al Madrid no voy a volver a retarlos.
Pero eso que tiene que ver, yo te digo que ahora mismo escolta, pero nadie puede volar los canapés mejor que Joan Laporta, para que tú así lo...
Yo no he dicho nada, lo habéis visto,
My name is Jabari Parker, and I'm from the south side of Chicago. Yeah, I'm fully aware of all the rivalries here in Europe. For ours specifically, it doesn't just stop at basketball. It also continues in other sports. Madrid has always been that organization, that team who we always competed against historically and throughout time. Well, while I'm out here and when I'm playing here in Europe, it almost feels like a coliseum, like I'm one of the warriors fighting in a coliseum. And that's where I get my excitement from, because you feel the roars, you feel the energy, you feel people standing up and chanting. The seriousness of the whole rivalry is something that gets you emotionally involved. That's like where sports started at, is here in Europe. And just from having that type of knowledge and them creating that environment, it's almost like a dream come true to myself. And the world is a lot bigger than where I come from, going back from Chicago. And I think that once you take the borders away, the game is still the same. And more importantly, I think that the game is a lot more enjoyable and exciting over this side of the water. I knew a person out here, and I got a chance to encounter Mr. Nelson, who is a director under the youth program in the Barcelona Saints outdoor court. And right from there, I knew I wanted to be a part of the community, because that's where basketball started for me, was outdoors. And the street ball presence is very big here. It has a strong presence.
Llegué a Barcelona en el 2000 y llevo más o menos 24 años viviendo aquí. Soy cofundador de Streetball Barcelona Sans, una asociación que está vinculada al streetball y a proyectos sociales aquí en el barrio. El proyecto, una de las ventajas que tiene es que es gratuito. Hay mucha diversidad de países. Gente de Latinoamérica, de África, españoles, catalanes. Parte del trabajo de la asociación es la inclusión social, el hecho de que puedan intercambiar culturas, y eso es súper interesante. Para nosotros es muy importante la cultura de amar el deporte, en este caso de amar el baloncesto. Somos streetballer y representamos esa cultura urbana, siempre. Nos gusta mucho valorar lo que hacemos porque no deja de ser jugar a baloncesto de una manera libre y que tengas tu tiempo para disfrutarlo, que hagas lo que sea por venir a jugar. Vienes a jugar porque lo amas y si es así, pues perfecto.
Soy Luis, a.k.a. Balotelli, tengo 30 años, soy de la República Dominicana, llevo aquí en España 20 años. He jugado para varios equipos federados, pero el streetball es algo que me apasiona y lo llevo en paralelo. Y en Sans lo he disfrutado como nunca.
Me llamo Fao, tengo 29 años, nací en Madrid, crecí aquí en Barcelona. Empecé a venir aquí a Sans con unos 15 años a partir de unos amigos. Y nada, desde que vine quedé prendado de la vibra que se genera aquí, de la competición y del buen rollo que se genera tanto, bueno, sobre todo fuera de la pista, porque dentro vamos a muerte con el equipo que tenemos.
My name is Maciej Kancharski, I'm 28, I'm from Poland, but I live in Barcelona for 8 years. I came to the park for the first time 10 years ago when I was a tourist, and I fell in love with this place. I haven't seen any court with more energy than over here. I've met a lot of great people that's later converted to my closest friends and family.
Soy Leila, soy italo-árabe, llevo viviendo aquí unos 20 años y vengo a Sans desde hace más de 5 o 6 años. En Sans he hecho los que son ahora mismo mis mejores amigos de la vida, mi hermana Pulpo, y es, digamos, el lugar donde recupero la conexión con el básquet cuando normalmente en federación a veces llegas a perderla.
Tenemos un equipo súper guapo de aquí de Barcelona, de Streetball Sans, y este sábado vamos a Madrid, vamos a jugar contra Pacífico. Será un partido bonito de jugar y también que lo tengan claro, o sea, lo vamos a machacar. O sea, hay amistad, hay buena comunidad, pero la victoria es nuestra.
Como jugando.
Me llamo Javi, este es mi barrio de toda la vida. Aquí crecí, aquí me enganché al baloncesto y aquí seguimos. Hace unos 8 años empezamos un proyecto debajo del puente para recuperar un espacio abandonado. Unimos diferentes colectivos de deporte de calle. A través de un proyecto participativo construimos lo que hoy es este espacio, el Puente Pacífico. Es un centro neurálgico del streetball en España. El streetball lo que hace es eso, ¿no? Une gente de estatus diferente, de culturas diferentes, ¿sabes? Lugares donde te socializas, donde haces amigos donde en otros sitios no harías. Aquí estamos compartiendo hombres y mujeres en la calle. Eso es lo que me fascina de este sitio y de cualquier streetball en general.
Yo soy Make. Aquí en Pacífico principalmente se suele jugar 4 contra 4 o 5 contra 5 a 7 puntos, rey de la cancha.
Me llamo Antonio, tengo 32 años y me gusta venir aquí a Pacífico a practicar el mejor deporte de todos, que es el baloncesto.
Soy Guillermo, me llaman Andeme, soy de Guinea Ecuatorial y llevo aquí en España desde hace 5 años. Bueno, básicamente cuando vine por primera vez no sabía que era Pacífico, pero ahora ya sé lo que es y es una familia demasiado grande.
Soy Amir, tengo 36 años, soy de origen filipino. Mi juego es asistir a mis compañeros. El día guay aquí es cuando hay 100 y pico personas en la cancha, las 2 pistas completas y casi es imposible tener turno para poder jugar.
Mañana va a haber el auténtico clásico, que es nosotros contra nuestros hermanos pequeños de Barcelona.
No, nosotros vamos a ganar mañana, eso es a lo que venimos.
La verdad que los clásicos, tanto en fútbol como en baloncesto, se viven muy intensos aquí. Eso es así de toda la vida.
Y se nos damos en 3, 2, 1...
Tú sabes bien cómo dar la entrada, cómo dar el detalle. Yo lo hago rápido si estamos en clásicos de la calle. Y tú, si me quieres ganar, vas a tener que empezar a rezarle a todos los Suns.
Pues dile a tu equipo que no tienen la actitud de los míos físicos, porque los míos saben dar guerra aunque estemos en el Pacífico. Es más, los tuyos tienen fuego, los míos tienen leña, porque yo en mi equipo tengo a la calidad madrileña.
Tienes a la calidad madrileña, pero verás como los de Barcelona hoy os preñan del Pacífico. Que dices, si eso es el barrio, aquí no está el Pacífico, esto es el Mediterráneo.
Es el Mediterráneo, lo dicen guau, pero no te preocupes, hermano, que con esa tú la has cagado. ¿Sabes por qué mi equipo todo siempre lo ha catalizado? Porque están debajo de un puente, no existe nada más underground.
Está claro, pero ahora imagina que tú tienes a Mir, pero yo le doy la vuelta porque al revés se rima. Y una cosa te voy a decir, yo te mando al infierno. Estos son los Simpsons porque hoy gana banda de Nelson.
No te preocupes, que mi equipo es el del Babi y tu equipo le va a ganar el mío el día que tenga pelo el Javi. Pero no te preocupes, hermano, que también tengo a Mir. Y eso no es que sea rima al revés, sino que mi equipo al tuyo lo manda a dormir.
Ja no és un clàssic qualsevol. Els clàssics no es juguen, sinó es guanyen. Ja està, és l'única opció que veiem.
L'única opció que contemplem.
Sí.
Se tracta d'un partit de màxima rivalitat i de màxim nivell europeu, i la idea és disfrutar del Barça, de l'ambient del Palau, que sempre estira i anima molt, i que el resultat al final sigui satisfactori.
La meva primera vegada que vinc a veure el Barça de bàsquet i estic molt content. Força Barça i visca Catalunya!
Clàsic és un partit especial, un partit increïble, intens, molta lluita, vibrant, espectacular, màgic, és un món.
El Clásico, Barcelona welcoming Real Madrid. The players are ready for action. It's Pacifico against Sanz. The excitement growing. We're ready for tip-off. And it's Barca with the first possession. Shot clock running low, 2 seconds. Kalinic has got to get it up, does just in time. And it's a smooth finish from Kalinic. Ball taken out to the perimeter. And the shot comes up from Guillermo. It is good, the three-pointer. Can he get a shot away? He can. Oh, the swap by Tavares. It's Chacho looking for the alley-oop, and Poirier. Here's Luis Figueiredo. Drains the triple. Now falling away, it's short. Comes back to Parker, though, who takes on the quick three before Ndiaye could get there, and Parker strikes his second triple. Into Jesus Perez, blocked. Oh, but Perez picks it up. Great block by Maciej Gansarski, but for nothing. But he can't get to Campazzo, who is off the mark. Real Madrid have fouls to give as well if needed. Brizuela, 2 seconds, shoots for 3, makes it. Dario Brizuela on the buzzer. Barca to finish the first half on a high.
I don't know if the three-point shot was that big, but I think we had a little run at the end of the second quarter, and we figured out some things, and we took from that for the second half, and I think our job in the second half was excellent. So.
Pass kicked out for Nelson Martinez. Looking for the pass, the fake. Oh, and now he finds Maciej Gansarski. And it's Satoransky who will drive and give it to Hernan Gomez, but a great block by Poirier. And now the fast break. Hezonja with the flush. Here's Javi Huertas dancing his way around. Nice feed as well. And it's Jesus Perez scoring. Parker onto La Provitola, getting away from Yui. And finds the pass, and oh, Jan Vesely. Oh, Jan Vesely, a huge slam all over Vincent Poirier.
Today I think it was special. It was really noisy. Most noise in the season so far, so they help us out a lot. I think they were the real six men today.
La Provetola. And he's able to give it to Kalinic, who goes for three, and it's a 10-point lead. Nelson Martinez with the fake. Now he drives and finishes. Campato looking to push. Finds Kozur for three. He makes it, and Real Madrid are fighting back. Campato is dead trying to give it to Tavares. Can't do so. Now Kalinic with the long pass on to Parker. Javi Huertas again looking to lead the play. Nice bounce pass. Jesus Perez scores. And of course, every shot matters.
He missed a couple open shots. Easy shots for him, actually.
90 seconds. La Provetola for three.
Lapro is Lapro. He picks his moment, I guess.
Sands looking to penetrate. Comes out now to Balotelli. Oh, what a throwdown. Balotelli with the dunk. That's the play of the game. Now Javi Huertas for the win, and he makes it for Pacifico. Both teams had success, but Pacifico win the series 2-1. Barcelona have won El Clásico. They've returned to winning ways in the best possible way by beating their biggest rival.
Ahora el 3-2-1, ¿no? Ok.
3, 2, 1.
En tu historial ahora va a existir una mancha, porque has visto que tu equipo no ha podido contra el mío en esta cancha. Pero cuando quieras nos llamáis, yo estamos la revancha. La diferencia es que en mi equipo hay un triplista de confianza.
Claro que sí, porque tú dices que tú revientas, pero todo el mundo sabe que el primer partido es el que cuenta. Y te voy a decir una cosa, que aquí no ha habido empate, pero ¿cuántos de tu equipo han podido hacer un mate?
Alguno no, porque no ha dado la talla, pero no te preocupes que eso no se va a quedar en la pantalla. ¿Sabes por qué mi equipo ha ganado la batalla? Porque en el primer partido el tuyo tenía más puntos, el mío tenía más agallas.
Claro, tenía más agallas por lo que veo, pero no tienen al cuerpo del deseo. Para lo que tú veas, es algo cierto, habéis estado cagados hasta el último momento.
Sí, pero ahora mismo yo te voy a cerrar la boca, porque tenéis al cuerpo del deseo, pero ahora la mente de la derrota. Así que cuando quieras te doy el detalle, porque los tuyos entrenan en pabellón y los míos saben de la calle.
Los míos también saben de la calle de Sans, por eso han podido este partido remontar. Y te voy a decir una cosa, Babi, no vayas tan de listo que en el próximo partido pago la cláusula del Javi.
¿Sí? ¿Quieres pagar la cláusula del Javi? Pues prepara billetes hasta que compres Abu Dhabi. Así que no te preocupes, hermano, que lo siento, tu equipo no ha tenido suerte porque el mío ha tenido talento.
Que prepare billetes, eso me dice el cretino. Yo si quieres ficho al Javi porque soy el hijo de Florentino. Y una cosa te voy a decir, tú has perdido, te digo chao, y te has pillado más rebotes que el FAO.
Ha pillado más rebotes que el FAO y me lo dice en este parque más underground. Con esta última le decimos chao. O si quieres te lo digo en catalán para que vuelvas a Sans. Adeu-siau.